Well, many organizations need volunteers, and the American Cancer Society is no different. They need your help, too. So joining me today to tell us more about it, Alli Schmitz. She's Community Development Manager with the American Cancer Society locally. So thanks for coming today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Holly.
You know, volunteers are so important, and I think every organization, there's always a need, right?
Always a need, and there's all kinds of needs, too. So whether someone wants to be very involved and get on a committee, or if they would like to be like a day of event volunteer, or maybe some other small tasks that we need throughout the year, there's a need for everything in between.
And I'm sure you kind of like, if someone has a good skill set, like they're good at, you know, typing or with computers or something, you can find a niche for them, right? If they can probably help about anywhere.
Absolutely. There's all kinds of things that we need, from different kind of social media aspects to like some Excel spreadsheets with like our Luminaria names that we do every year, printing out labels, putting labels on bags if they're not into computers and stuff and just want to put labels on. Those are just a couple of the small things that it takes to put on a large event every year, and we're so thrilled to have volunteers to help us with that.
Right, yeah, and it is a big event. I mean, and it's one of those things, I think you work all year round pretty much on it, right?
Yes, myself along with our great committee that we have here in Lima and all of our team captains that we have, and they come together once a month to have a meeting and talk about the different events, other fundraising events that we have coming up, planning the activities that will take place on the day of our relay event in June, and everything in between. They just put so much work into it all year long. So it's a whole year planning event for one big party at the end.
Right, yeah, exactly. And so, you know, no matter what month you're available, you can probably help out and help plan with some of that stuff, right?
So we're always looking for different committee members. We have lots of different kind of positions open. If you've ever been to a Relay for Life event before, we have typically there's like a different kind of basket tent. We've had auctions in the past, our Luminaria ceremony, just different things that people can help with, helping teams bring things in to set up for the day of the event, help with tear down. You know, if you have a school group or something that needs some community service hours, we're looking for anyone who might want to help. So
that's a good point, because you know, youth groups and school kids, they do need sometimes community service, and they can help out with that kind of thing.
And day of event is perfect for something like that, because I keep going back to our Luminaria service, because I think that there's so many small things that go into that service that people don't realize. Like we have blocks that we reuse every year to put in the bags that line around the track so that they don't blow over. So having people to help stuff those bags and then line them around the whole track, like it all takes a lot of time. And a lot of our committee members also have teams that they participate in, and they want to enjoy the event too. So having some kind of a school group or Girl Scout, Boy Scouts, different sports teams, anything in between like that, to help with those type of things, we are so appreciative for.
Do you find that most of the people who volunteer have been, which everybody I think has, been hit by cancer somehow, family member, friend, or whatever?
Unfortunately, yes. I think when I started in this position 9 years ago, I think there were, especially the kids, less kids knew maybe somebody who has it, but now even all our school-age kids that help, like some of them have been impacted themselves. We have Team Remy from Bath, and Remy is still fighting right now with brain cancer and some different kind of things too, and her family are always there helping to support us. Bath School does it. A lot of the Lima City schools are involved too, which is so great, but so many of these kids now have been touched in some shape or form, whether it's a close family member, a friend. It's only now a 1 degree separation versus, you know, where it used to be maybe like 2 or 3.
I mean, it's neat to get them young too, you know, because if they start, you know, helping out with their own little relays and stuff, that, you know, they will maybe grow up and want to be part of the big team too.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if that's something that they don't want to do, maybe they'll at least learn about early detection and those type of things, and getting their testing and stuff early. We always hope for that too. So it's all part of our goal, is just to educate and get people to want to give back to a community that's typically given so much to them too. And you know, I think it's just a great thing to be a part of.
Right, yeah, because the money raised from the Lima Relay, a lot of it stays local, right?
It does. So I actually just pulled our Hope Lodge numbers for this year, and now I'm like, it was, I can't remember the exact number, but it was over 450 nights, and I can't remember if it was 478 or 468 nights. And so typically that's a patients from Allen County who stayed at our Cleveland Hope Lodge. So if they were getting treatment at the Cleveland Clinic and things, they stayed at that Hope Lodge. So I mean, that's saving on average approximately we typically say about $225 a night, just because, give or take, you know, that's about what the standard hotel goes for. That's around the clinic or university hospitals, and our Hope Lodge sits right in the center of that. That's not to mention that they can bring all their own food there and those type of things. I mean, that's helping a lot of Allen County patients. So whether that was 400 and some patients staying there for one night, or whether it was one patient staying for lots of nights if they were going to be there for a couple months doing that in their caregiver. So it's helping a lot of people here in Allen County just for that statistical. And I just pulled those last week, and so it was top of mind.
So yeah, that is like just one example. And I was just thinking while you were talking too, I know we've talked before about volunteers to help drive people to appointments and things like that. So if the relay maybe doesn't strike your fancy, there's other things to do too.
Yes, actually that's something that I was hoping to maybe talk about next month too. So come back next month if you want to hear more about that. But we are always looking for road recovery drivers. That program kind of went to the, I don't want to say went to the wayside, but it got put on a pause during COVID because of just like cancer patient and sickness and, you know, being so immunocompromised, and we're bringing it back now. We have 2 drivers right now driving in Allen County, so we're definitely looking for more drivers. And those drivers can be anywhere from 18 until however old. Yep. And so there is a training to go through, and it's online on a computer. It takes a few hours, and then you're good to go to set up to drive. So you can do local drives if people want to. Say somebody's going to the James or something in Columbus and they want to drive, you can do that too. Or if you're going to either one of our cancer centers that we have here in Lima, that's great also. So access to care is so huge for us too. So definitely looking for volunteers for that as well.
So many opportunities to fit what you would like to do. Well, thanks for coming today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Holly.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.